We are live. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Texas Choice Podcast.
Excited.
We are super excited to have Maggie Castillo join us today.
Hey, thank you for having me. Actually, this is my first podcast.
No,
Yes, I'm like, where do I look or what do I do?
Well, we're excited.
What do I do with my hands?
Just be you.
Just relax.
Just be you.
Just,
I love it.
Talk from the heart and just
Spill
be
the beans
Maggie.
and the
Yes.
truth. Oh,
Yes.
Be Maggie.
Especially, tell us the truth.
about real estate.
Real estate, yes.
It's crazy.
The good,
but
the
I love
bad,
it.
the ugly, but we're super excited to have you join
Thank
us.
you.
This past few years has been an amazing journey for you, and we just want to share with the public, what it takes to be a top producer, to share some of the nuggets
Yes.
of where being in the trenches every day, what it takes to be that. Maggie Castillo.
Consistent.
growing.
Yes. And
Okay.
it's honestly the boring stuff. You have to do the boring stuff every single day. And I think that's what, even some of my agents, they come into our team and my team and they're just like, and I'm like, no, you got to do it. You got to do the boring stuff every single day. I was like, this whole mascara and looking glam and stuff, like, dude, no. Come to the office, put your head down, let's get to work. And I'm at the office Monday through Friday.
Oh,
I
I
am
know.
there. And if I'm not at the office, I'm like, I want to go to the office. I'm thinking about the office. I want to be there.
I don't want to cook. I want to
there you
I want to go to the office. Yes, like my heart and my whole attention is I want to be at the office.
Yes. The
Oh,
love
that's-
of business, the love of what you do. That's what it is.
The love of
I-
business and
I
what we
So-
do.
really see it.
I wanted to share some of the stats of last year, Maggie, that NARAP had for you. It takes a lot of sacrifice. It takes a
Yeah.
lot of sweat and tears. A lot of people doing their part to get this. But last year, Maggie, in transactions, you had 107 transactions and a total of over 26 million, right under 27
Congratulations,
million
beautiful.
in
Yeah.
funding. So that doesn't go unnoticed. A lot of attention with it. But what we want you to share is what it took to get there and what it takes to stay there. Because right now you're on track. You're still.
Oh,
But bring it in a
Yes.
small summary, okay?
Yes. Okay. So actually, but I want to point out because you got that report off of Houston Agent
Yeah.
Magazine.
Yeah.
And if y'all know, I was ranked number 17th on for NAREP,
Mhm.
the top 250 Latino agents. And I want
Woo.
to tell you that all of these transactions,
And female. Let me ask.
yes, all of these transactions were not bought. I did not join a brokerage to get leads. All of these transactions
Organic.
were 100% referral based.
Referral.
So for the other people that win, and I know some people join brokerages because they give you leads or you buy
Uh-huh.
leads, but everyone we close is 100% our sphere of influence. It's the relationships that we built and we continue to nurture, and they just always pour into us, and we continue to pour into them.
That is awesome.
Yay.
I need to
That's
point that
exactly
out.
it. Congratulations
I'm like, 'cause
again.
I'm like, I see other people. I'm like, oh, those were bought leads. And it just, I love how ours weren't. Mine weren't.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
and that's where we were gonna go, because a lot of it is coming from different types of referrals. Like you said, one of the questions that we were gonna ask you is what it took to get there. And I would say is starting from that. A lot of referral business. For those that haven't gotten a chance to tune into Maggie's Facebooks, Instagram, the social media. She is very present, very active in there, and I feel like it's been a great blessing to watch your trajectory.
Thank
You
you.
get a chance to share a snippet of your life, sometimes the good, sometimes the bad. But it's all welcome because it's
Mhm.
genuine, it's real. So
It
I would
is.
ask, how do you manage social media, and then how are you able to convert from social media to a transaction?
Well, definitely when I first started 5 years ago, it's a lot different from how it looks now.
Mhm.
Now I have, people in place, systems in place, and before, but I want to start from the root. Because I know a lot of newer agents, and especially this year, 2025, is a really tough year. If I'm not mistaken, 71% of agents have not sold one house.
Wow.
71% of agents have not sold one house in 2025. That is just, a lot of people are going to flock out. Like, people are just going to, it's just not for everyone. It's really hard. So I want to peel the onion back, and I want to start from the root. So when I first started, I was super overweight, and I was like, oh, I don't want to put myself on social media. But I was following some lady, the lady that wears the stars, Linda Baker. Linda
Oh,
Baker?
yeah,
Yeah,
Linda
y'all know
Baker.
her? So I started seeing her, and I was like, man, I like this lady. And my team makes fun of me because they're like, you dress so old. And I was like, that's just my style, guys. Like, I've always been like that. You're never going to see me in my little crop tops and, just shaking
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
And it's just not my style. It's never been. So I started following Linda Baker, and I like her. I was like, she's older. I just like the way she's really raw and she's very real. And she made a comment one time. She says, the problem is that a lot of agents come into the industry and they're ghost agents. They just don't let anyone know that they're realtors.
Yeah.
And I was like, a la fregada, I'm not going to be a ghost agent.
You're not.
I'm not. So I was like, damn, but I'm so fat. I have like no money to buy nice things. And I was like, I'm just going to put my journey out there. So my mom and I, that's exactly what we did. We posted our journey. And from there, we were just able to be really real. And we attracted real families that were just like, hey, necesito ayuda. And I was like, pues claro que sí. And I remember we would meet them up at McDonald's, Starbucks, my house. Oh my gosh, like everywhere, anywhere that had Wi-Fi. I'm like, hey, meet me here so we can,
help him with the application.
help them with the application. I even
so-
took it back to helping us. So like my first year of real estate, I helped every single buyer with their application. And now I have people in place, thanks to y'all also,
Systems.
that we have systems and people in place that do that. So right now I left the office, and Anna stayed
There's
back,
a team, yes.
and she was getting someone, helping them through their application. But yes, I did that grunt work. I did the whole application. And then they wouldn't bring all the documents.
So you would say that you started social media sharing from the beginning, just
being
getting
her,
started, just being
like normal
you.
people. Like
You and your
Yes,
mom.
that's it. That's it, really.
So that was one, but then after that, I imagine you started seeing what works, what doesn't work, which is a lot of us right now. We started this podcast, we started doing some of the videos, and we're figuring it out as we're going. But what would you say is the driver? What keeps you going now?
Well, a lot. I have a lot of business plans. Real estate it's my love. I love it. But outside of real estate, I have a very, I have a business.
I know you're flipping houses right now.
We are flipping houses. One of our flips is about to be completed in a week.
Exciting.
But right now it's not the market to list. So, we're going to buy it back from ourselves and then rent it out and then just wait until the market gets a little better to put it back on there. But yes, my husband flips houses. So Jose flips houses, and of course I list them. But more than that, I really do have other business ventures that I want to tap into. It's outside of real estate. It's completely not real estate related. And I'm so excited. And I was with Maggie, the mom, 2 days ago, and I was like, oh man,
that's exciting. Yeah, because now time and freedom of you being able to open up and have the systems in place, I feel like is now allowing you to now have some more diversified investments.
Navigate through different routes.
Yes,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
Congrats, man.
Thank you. And even my housekeeper, I was like, Miss Kessa, I have a job for you. I was like, you're gonna be my manager.
Yeah.
So
one of the things that I've been watching is I mean, at least since I've been following you, you've always had an entrepreneur mindset. Where did that come from?
Maggie, the mom.
Because I've seen your son. I mean, your son has. I've seen two businesses, and they both look very promising for a teenager.
I know, Sebastian.
I mean, where did the entrepreneur come from?
My mom, Maggie the mom. Believe it or not, I remember growing up, my mom had a boutique. She would sell clothes. She would go to Harwin, buy bulk orders, and then she would sell it. She would sell clothes, and we would go with her, and she would.
Such a genius.
Yes, and then we bought our first little home. It was a 1-bedroom home, and my dad converted it into a 2-bedroom. But they bought it because in front of that, it had a little, like a shed that my mom converted into a boutique.
A boutique.
Oh, wow.
So it's from
like a little
So
store.
shout out to Maggie the mom for having that entrepreneur mindset that. Really, what is an entrepreneur? Is just putting yourself out there, knowing that 100% is risk. And yes, with no expectation of return, is just you believing on yourself. So.
For sure. And then my mom's helped out so many people from the community, not only our family, people from church. Like if you hear Maggie the mom's name, you see una señora que ayuda.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sí, sí.
No, we've gotten a
And
chance to work with her and talk to her, and I can tell you, and Laura probably tell you a little bit more than
we
I
love
have. You
her.
know,
But vamos say, right now we came so hard and heavy because we were having issues like technical difficulties in the
Yeah.
beginning, and we didn't kind of introduce ourselves. Let's go ahead and
you
just
want to
kind of do like
introduce?
a little,
I mean,
I
I feel like
like,
at this point we
okay,
can
yeah.
introduce
Do you
ourselves
already
at the
know us?
end. You know,
Perfect.
yeah,
Great.
introduce ourselves.
No, yeah, I want to tell a little bit of the background with the Maggie team, especially, we're touching about Maggie the mom. Man, as soon as I met her, I loved her. It was this little connection, and I guess her energy and my
Where
energy
did you guys
is like,
meet?
Where did y'all
That's
meet?
It was-
that's
Where did
something
y'all
that we
become
want to
best
know.
friends?
How?
I need to hear this story.
No.
'Cause
The
there's
thing
a
is that
story
she,
that goes on.
the funny thing was
What
that,
happened?
that
How
she
does
did
it
not.
started?
Yeah, she did not call me. She called somebody else, but the other somebody else said like, no, she's too much. She's too hyper.
My mom is
It's
hyper.
gonna you're the one that you're gonna be able to handle her. Like, yeah, just give me my number. That's fine. Once I talked to her, like, what's there now? I said, like, I guess because we kind of set up the level of energy and like, I was like, yeah, that's cool. And then we went out to lunch one time, and then that's it.
Lunch or margaritas?
No,
'Cause
lunch,
she's all
lunch.
like, voy a tomarme una margarita con la Laura. And I'm like,
Con la
Eli,
Laura.
what? Take me. No, tú quédate en la oficina.
No,
Oh,
and then
that is
from there,
funny.
it grew more like a friendship, and that was that connection, the friendship, and just little by little, todos, like she wants to help everybody that she
does.
bumps into. Laura, sí, le vamos a ganar con la casa, Laura. Digo, Maggie, espérate, vamos a ver si puede. No, sí va a
Yeah.
querer, sí va a poder. Like, that's the
that
mentality.
es,
That's
esa
her-
mentalidad
I
de que se
remember I
puede.
heard it
Awesome.
was like,
Yeah.
there was an introduction, but I know you worked with Maggie for how long? Before actually meeting Maggie.
Yeah,
Maggie
it was
daughter.
probably more than a year or so.
Mhm.
Yeah, she was like, no, because my daughter, she has, AKA Linda, whatever, we're not gonna talk about it.
No,
I was
yes.
like,
Who knows?
no, and then I was like, no, it's okay, Maggie. Let me just help you, and little by little, we'll see how things go. So no, yeah. Before I started working with Maggie the daughter, I started working with Maggie the mom. Many events with her, and it's always fun. She's so much fun. It's
She
crazy.
is,
Open
isn't it?
houses. There's so many open houses together and little videos here and there. It's just fun.
It's
you
so
don't
much.
even.
It's not
It
even
doesn't
work.
even. Yeah, I was just
Oh.
gonna say that. It
It's
doesn't even feel
it
like
sounds
work.
like you guys
It's
have
just
like a true relationship. Something
yeah, we
where
went to churches. I mean, we did so many different things with Maggie the mom, and we still do. We're still planning to record more videos and stuff like that. But it's always been fun. That's it.
That's
I
it.
don't even
It's
feel
fun.
like work.
I wanted to, I know there's so many areas that I want to pick your brain because your family
Yeah.
is, in the business, Jose.
Everybody now.
Jose's
Even
in the
the
business
little
as
one.
well.
Even the little ones,
The
part
little
of
ones.
marketing.
Are your
Has
marketers?
his flyer, son.
Yeah, how do
What
you
I would tell
manage?
you is, how do you balance
Balance.
the work, home, and it might be, and so for somebody that's in this entrepreneur mindset, that lives, breathes it, I can tell you, it's pretty difficult.
Is it? But it's not.
It just depends on the week. Sometimes we're very, very busy, and work will take being at the office quite some time, or even like we do networking events and also as well. But what would I say? How did you start, or how did you set the expectations? Because me having a family, I could tell you that it always comes up. How are you gonna, when are you gonna plan my family trips or family events, and then when are you gonna dedicate time to the business? Because
Well, definitely the first 3 years, I don't think I had the work-life balance. Not that I have it now, but I just have people in place, and I have
Okay.
strong, good systems.
Okay.
I mean, my systems are down to a T. Like they're so
Yep.
perfected. And honestly, it's really rare when I go home late. But when there is, 3 times a month where I do come home late, but and it's everybody knows, everybody's well aware. Like, hey, mom's gonna like today, mom's gonna be home around 8, and they're like, okay, got it. But before that, I tell Miss Kessa, I'm like, hey, Miss Kessa, I'm not gonna be home, so I need you to make sure you have dinner ready. Okay, because I don't want Jose coming, getting the twins, and then Sebastian and all this stuff, and then he's trying to whip up dinner.
Food. Yeah.
And also my calls right now, I'm here. All my calls are being forwarded
Great.
to Leslie.
There
you
you
know,
go.
or my mom. So everything's just super streamlined.
Yes.
You know, if I know I'm going to have a busy day, my team knows, hey, it's going to be, I'm tied up in this event or this activity or this whatever. So I need you to 100% take charge. Another thing is that I'm very slow to hire, quick to fire. And
Yeah.
I need everyone around me, even including my team. I need them to have a ownership mindset.
Yes.
I don't want them
Yes.
to come in like my staff, especially my staff, my leadership team. I don't want them to come in and be like, "I pues that's not my responsibility."
Oh, that's not
No,
mine.
that's not what I do, or that's what she does. No, we all care so much about the organization
Yeah.
that everybody truly takes a lot of pride in what they do, and I just
That's
love it
amazing.
all.
I mean, that's good to hear because yes, I've from hearing Laura talk with Leslie. We've worked with one of the other ones, team members that also Brianna.
Yeah, she's
Brianna. She
Fatima.
takes full accountability, and me talking with her whenever Laura was out of the office, it's just exciting because she took ownership. There was no
Yes.
doubt in my mind that she knew what she was doing. She grasped it, and it was like watching a mini
Mini Maggie.
And all my girls came from different teams,
Yeah.
and they are, they are crushing it, crushing it.
That's exciting because
And
recently
y'all see the numbers.
yeah,
Yes.
recently we've seen you start recruiting. You recently started expanding, not
Expanding the network.
expanding, not
Yeah.
necessarily recruiting. I feel like recruiting is overrated.
It
See,
is.
like it's really more now.
It's like mentoring. It's just like mentoring all this.
It is.
Willing people to learn. Like, and I
Yes.
have to say it that way because
Yeah.
you have to be willing to accept good critic and bad critic as well
Yeah.
to make you better.
Mhm.
If you don't listen, you're not gonna get better. If you are in the set mind like, ay no, yo lo sé todo, ¿por qué me está criticando? ¿Quién se cree? Like, you're not gonna get anywhere.
I feel
You
like there
have
was
to be
one.
acceptable,
Yeah,
receptible to the good and the bad.
I agree with
Yeah.
you. Now that
Yes.
I'm with Realty of America,
that's what I was gonna
I'm
bring up.
being ex-
That's exciting news. Tell
It
us
is.
about Realty of America.
man, I'm just surrounded by some
Very intelligent people, I would say.
very
heavy hitters.
intelligent people. Right now we have our Power Agent playbook, so
Oh.
we're going all around Houston.
There
Okay,
you go.
so next
Okay.
is we're gonna do something here in the South.
Okay.
So it's Trisha Turner, Amy Lampman, myself. So we're going all around Houston, and then after that, we're gonna start expanding outside of Houston. So it's just
It's
gonna,
exciting.
it's growing so much. But being around Trisha and Amy, I mean, these ladies are powerhouses.
Yeah, yeah. Remember the
it.
event that we
Yes.
we went a couple months ago.
Yeah.
That was the first time
She's amazing.
hearing
Yeah,
or
I
meeting
love it.
Trisha, and I mean the energy.
Her knowledge,
the knowledge,
her
is
knowledge, her head, her brain,
Yeah.
her mind.
Definitely.
Amy too, and I love that. Us three were really uniting forces, and we're really pouring into the agent community
Mhm.
and
That's
letting
what I
them
was
know
gonna
that it's
say.
possible.
The expansion is very real. How that's exciting for Realty of America, but also at your office. I mean, you brought on a couple partners that now realtor partners that are going to be working with you. And how's that going? Because I know it's exciting to bring on a new team, but you now are acclimating your systems, your processes with these new team members, and that's a process. Right?
It is
How
a
do you how are you
process.
taking it? How do
I
you
find
see it?
so much joy in pouring into
There
the
you go.
agents.
Okay.
I find so much joy in that. It's
There you
not
go.
even work. It's not like, oh, no, it's so much joy. And of course, we have to pre-screen the agent very well though, because you can't just have someone join the
Having
team
somebody
that's
in the
like
office,
expecting
yeah.
everything to be handed on a golden platter, because it's not like that.
Mm.
Like I sit with them. So our training is
Gotcha.
very different. I know most people join teams and I don't know how they do it, but our training, I know I sit with them and we're literally like, okay, this document, this document, this document, this is what you do.
Okay.
This is a script. We're very hands-on. I am very hands-on. We're very detailed. And look at them, they're closing.
But with
They're
that,
producing,
yeah, that's very awesome because I already know what set you apart because I've been working with them for so long. But I'm for them to know, what set you apart in this today's market from you and other agents. Now that you're growing And the way that I see, and because from what I've seen, it's a little bit that I have seen because I'm not there every day, but it's how you actually mentoring these people. It's like you said, it's not work. It's like you're willing to share your knowledge so other ones can grow because there's not guarantee that they're gonna stay with your team. So
Exactly.
how does set you apart from other realtors or other brokers out there trying to I guess grow their team or their leadership?
So the way I tell my team now, I'm like, look, my goal isn't for you to always be, this little agent. My goal is for you to be so big for you to start your own team. And when you're there, I'm going to teach you the ropes to that. I'm not going to withhold. Like, for example, I have Vianney and Luis Nieto. I know for a fact, we've already spoken about it. She's all like, do you think I'm ready? And I was like, you know what? You are ready. You're ready. And I'm going to teach you everything that I know that I experienced with Jose because we're a husband and wife team and pour that into you and Luis because that's what I want. I want that. I want all my team to think, not to feel like, hey, I'm in a place right now where I'm ready to start my team. And I will 100% support that. And because I 100% support that, that's where the loyalty and the unity comes.
But also mentorship. I mean, you're seeing somebody that's living, breathing, working with their spouse, and now they get a chance to enjoy it, which I can tell you it's a blessing, but it comes with challenges for sure. So
it comes with so many challenges. It did. The first 2 years, because I'm working with Jose, the husband, and Maggie, the mom.
Yeah.
So that was, and very challenging with newborn babies. And Jose and I butted head. My mom and I, we were really same energy. We're no, let's go. Everyone. And Jose, we would butt heads because I'm more of a risk taker and he's more of like, hey, no, let's look at the numbers. Let's do this. Yeah. Hey.
Analyzing things.
Yes. So truly what helped my marriage was that I hired a coach for myself and then I hired a coach for Jose.
Okay.
So 2 coaches. Mine was for systems and processes, and the other one for Jose was a limited mindset. How to break out of a limited mindset.
This is the secret, people.
This is the secret.
Yeah, no, I mean this is nuggets. This is nuggets. So if you guys are thinking about creating a spouse team where husband and wife, family, mom and daughter, this is the nuggets because at the end of the day, it's not easy, and sometimes I feel like Maggie makes it work, make it look awesome, but there's a lot in the background that had to happen in order for what now you see live.
Yes. So. One more thing is I'm very dominant in the workforce, in the work field. At the office, I'm super dominant. Y'all have been around in my sales meeting where you're like,
Hey,
quite a few times.
If you guys have questions, reach out. I know that Maggie, in the near future you're looking at expanding more and seeing how the atmosphere is, seeing how the true mindset, because I feel like it's it's underrated what the mindset that you have to pour into your team day in, day out, because in real estate, especially 2025, I feel like it's knocked a couple of realtors out. It's knocked a couple of loan officers out of the game. And sometimes hearing that it doesn't matter the market, you got to do the work and you got to do it consistently. I feel like that's a big part of Maggie's success, because we've been in the meetings, and I could tell you I get pumped up just watching, just hearing it, because you're right. Adversity, thinking outside of the box. I know that we get a chance to see some of the clients, and I can tell you really think out of the box, because sometimes whether it's a credit challenge, whether it's an income challenge, maybe it's just lack of education and lack of support that, I feel like sometimes they need a little push, and guess who's there to push them? The team. Yeah.
No, this sales meeting is a learning, time, because, they know things that I did not know. Now I catch on to, and it's just a learning experience.
And they're
overall.
Mandatory every Thursday, 10 a.m.
Yeah, okay.
My sales meeting. I'm like, really? Yes.
Did you guys hear that?
No, they're it's not an option.
Yes.
No,
some meetings, they have to be mandatory.
They are very mandatory.
I mean, I could tell you that we have mandatory meetings, and it's just one of those things that you have to establish certain systems. That's actually part of the systems in place. And I know, we won't be able to open up the playbook and, go line by line, but definitely if Maggie, you're probably gonna get people reaching out to you and asking you, can you make time?
I'm an open
Yes,
book.
yes.
I truly am. But with that being said, I am very dominant in the workforce, but I'm extremely submissive at home. At home, when I come home, I'm wife, I'm mom,
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I'm-
Of
There you go.
course.
I'm in my
Take care of
Element,
me.
I mean,
yeah.
yes, I'm like, no, say nada. No, and it's beautiful.
Ayuda.
Yeah, I'm like, help me. I don't know how to open this. No, not to those extremes, but I love that that's how Jose and I are truly able to work. That I am very dominant in the workforce, and he's 100% operational.
Yeah.
All my back end, everything,
that's
onboarding,
good.
offboarding, ops, CRM, you name it, he does it. But once I get home, I'm 100% a beautiful wife and a
There you go.
loving mother,
There you go. There you
and
go.
it's so beautiful.
There was one trip that, and it was, thank you for sharing it, because it, sometimes I feel like it is a little uncomfortable, but there was one trip, Taiwan, Thailand.
I
Yeah.
went to Thailand.
Thailand.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
it
you
was
was
so
excited? Or what?
good.
That was the
I
experience.
yeah.
That was
It
when
was-
I saw it. I mean, I saw it on social media. I was like, that'd be wonderful to go. What's the
Y'all need to
experience on it?
go. It was so beautiful.
Well, number one,
That's
it looked like an
company trip. We're
oasis.
going.
And number two, how did it help you get back into the mix? I mean, I know, I don't remember how long you were out.
I was out there for almost a month.
That's
Yes.
so
Yeah.
awesome.
It was beautiful, and within that month, nothing was dropped. Why? Because I have a lending team
Yeah.
that holds it down,
Thank you.
and I
Nice
have a
sister.
phenomenal back end leadership support team at the office, and I have Maggie, the mom, who knows how to
Yeah.
run the ship.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah, I mean, and that's, you
Had
brought
so
up
many
a
closings
very,
and execute a contract.
congratulations.
Yeah, that
I
whole
mean,
month,
and,
it was-
and that's what we're talking about, in this market, that yes, we are officially, if you guys didn't know, we're in a buyer's market now.
Mhm.
It's a
We are
buyer's
truly
market.
in a buyer's market
We
where
really are.
I feel like, at one point, sellers might have been more hesitant on helping out. Now I feel like, if we get a pre-approval, it's probably going to come with either concessions or more favorable terms for our buyers.
And good
right?
thing you're touching that up, because it's when you match up the good team, and I think I would consider that we are a good matchup, for working together, with the assistance, with everybody that coordinates, the contracts or, negotiations, it's that we understand at the end of the day what the client needs, hey, and we team up really good, like, hey, agárrale $2,000. Puedes, consíguele 3,000 más, hey, cuando salga el appraisal, yes or no,
1,000%.
And
the
that's
nuggets,
part of
guys.
it,
Those are nuggets, yeah.
and we do the numbers, like, can you stretch it a little more? Can you? And we do, right? And it's part of it, because when there is a good communication among all of us, it's like it makes it. I'm not gonna say it's super easy, but it's much better. It floats good. Like it goes through faster. It's just much better.
It's a smoother process.
Yes, Laura,
Communication.
I know my files don't fall.
But
That's
They don't.
Thank
that
you.
that's a loud, bold statement. I love that.
yeah,
They don't.
And that just secures the trust that you guys have entrusted each other, and for us to watch it, partnership grow from the beginning is just it's exciting. But flip the coin, it's like it's not anything to be taken for granted. I feel
no,
like.
we
For
never
sure.
get
Yes.
comfortable.
No.
And
We
in
have-
this business, I learned very, very fast the hard way. I never got comfortable. Never is contempt. Never is enough. It's not the money. It's just like you said, goals. I'm so the same 2,000% into what I do for a living. I don't even want to call it a job, because I love it. I love what I do. I love the communication with the community, and we're so integrated so much. Like, try to help the community go more inside the community to express our services. To provide more guidance and just help them to become homeowners.
Yes.
Just the same way you're doing it. I just wanna. Everybody has their home. That's exactly what we're thinking. We
Mindset.
need to do something. So
And I can tell
it's
you, I
just
mean, from
part of
hearing Laura on a daily basis, hearing you, Maggie, on not, maybe not daily, but I can hear you. It's just, let's get it done. What do we
Yes.
need to get it to the table?
Oh, for sure. I'm like, do not give me the details. See,
Just
What do we
what
need
is
to
it?
do?
Just do it.
What do you
Entonces,
need?
Fabián, Maggie doesn't care.
I'm like,
There's no gray.
yes.
It's white or black. Yeah, Renee.
Yes,
That's
like
it.
earlier
what do you need?
I was
No,
talking to
that's-
Jose. I was like, "Hey, I need you to call this client." He was telling me the
Da, da,
details. I'm
da,
like,
da,
"I
da.
Jose,
Those just
I do no. I don't need to know. Just yes or no. Yes. Okay, let's go. That's it. That's
Yeah.
it. And that's it. And then we have this thing where we look at each other, where it's like,
Good.
and I'm like, okay, that's it. I don't even need to ask the details. It's good.
You don't want to say the no.
But you guys-
You don't want to say the no. You want to say the.
I don't want to know the gray. I just the black and white.
Black and white.
Black and
That's
white.
what I said.
Yes.
It's I know you already. So it's like,
Que
there's
soy
no green
así.
between.
My
'Cause
mom's the
that's-
same way.
That it's because sometimes that's the way you have to be.
That's it.
Yes or no?
I love that. We're a great team at we're here at the office, but watching the realtor lender relationship, it's just different, guys. And I feel like us as loan officers, when we get that opportunity to have that, to be one with that realtor partner, it just makes magic. Across it from the communication
does.
standpoint to the when adversity hits, because a lot of people say, "Oh, it's peachy lovey." No,
Mm-mm.
adversity hits at times. There's so many things that we've gotten a chance to witness for like appraisal shortage, home repairs have been recently one, foundation. Those are real,
I know.
potential deal busters. And guess what these guys, these ladies do is, what do we need to fix it?
We're like,
Yes.
knock down the stairs.
Buy
Patch
me
it
more.
up.
Buy me more
You know.
time. I need 5 more days.
But they get through, so it's exciting, guys. And I would say that as a senior loan officer, somebody that's been in the business a little long, and watched it, those loan officers that are watching, this is what you want to hear.
Mhm.
That adversity hits, we get it to the table. When it's a great file, great.
I'm like, ¿qué está pasando? Why
No,
is it so
this was too
silent?
easy. Yeah. But it's a testament to the
Quiero drama.
cohesion.
I know. Give me the transactional drama. No, I.
So
Fabian,
so that's
think
excited to
okay.
watch.
Man, I'm seeing a little bit of everything right now.
See.
I have a good mentor, I have a great team. Being here in the mornings, you have to be in the office.
You
You have to learn. You have to.
If you don't hear,
We
you got
we
this.
listen to everybody ideas, not just the ideas, but every different scenario. Every
Yes.
client is different.
No,
Every
just
client is different.
real estate and lenders is office.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Period.
hear every
Period.
day.
You have to be there. My team, I'm like, you gotta.
You want to be
have to be there.
successful, you have to be at the office, because that's the only way you're gonna be able to, thrive in this market right now.
And I'll tell you, sometimes it's because I've seen both sides. I've seen the work from home model. I've seen the full time model, which is what we have at the office. But I've also seen the mobile loan officer. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, well, at one point you have to be right. I guess we all go through
I've
that.
seen-
At one point,
I mean,
we are
I
mobile.
can't tell you that I didn't app a client at McDonald's. In
My thing
2017,
was like the
I
House of
was
Pies.
apping at
Was
Starbucks.
it?
There's a couple of clients out there that are probably on social media that remember me from the McDonald's and the Starbucks.
But it wasn't a little printer, right? It was a big printer.
I still have it. I would walk with the printer here and a laptop briefcase over here. Yeah, and just walk
Yes,
in.
our brother scanner.
Yeah.
Our portable brother scanner.
Yeah, I saw
Where there's
that.
a will,
So,
there's
That's
a way.
it. It's just
so
you
where
know,
was I going with this is that we found that being full time, and that's what I would call it, being engaged
Full-time,
as a
sure.
loan officer. I know there's part-time loan officers out there. It's a great opportunity, but to really establish yourself, to really grow and lock on, I feel like a loan officer, just like a realtor, it's a full-time.
Yep.
It's a
Full-time.
full-time deal. It's a, it's not anything to take lightly. I feel like, when the realtor calls, we need to answer, we need to respond, but, flip the script. When the loan officer sees adversity, you got to be there. You
But
got to make time.
I was gonna add with that because everybody think a lot of mentalities are they want to join this type of industries because I'm gonna do my own schedule, like I do my own time.
No.
But you know what? This is your not norm job. This is not normal. It's completely different. You have to. In the first 6 months, you're gonna figure it out whether you love it or you hate it or you made for it. That's it. It don't take too long.
the 6 months. You
because
think?
6
I think
months.
it's 3.
Well,
30,
yeah,
16.
was given to those that start part time.
The the achiever, I've seen both. I've seen the slow starts, and then I see a
Yes.
Fabian that we threw him into the fire, and
Yes.
we
Man,
thought he was gonna
you threw
get
me into the cold calling, like the F's and the
And I was-
no's, and like
and I
don't
was
call
like-
me.
into the
And
trenches.
Yes. Put him to work. I was like,
I wanted to
very
close the
happy.
door, and I'm like,
No.
and I mean, I learned
8
from
hours.
him.
8 hours in the phone.
Yeah,
8 hours
Yeah.
for
You
a
should have
full
seen his
month.
face. Yeah.
Yeah.
Full month of just
That's-
cold calling.
He will go home. He will be like,
I don't want to talk to no one.
So
No,
Maggie,
but I mean, we did it right.
yes,
we
no,
did
we
it.
did it. So tell us what gets you or keeps you motivated on the daily. Like, do you have a morning routine, or is it coffee? Is it just water? Is it a Dr. Pepper?
Oh no, because I just had surgery.
I-
They removed my gallbladder.
Oh.
And you know why? Today's my first day back at the office.
Oh my goodness!
And
I've
Anna
never
said,
had it.
It's because you drink
no
Dr.
más,
Pepper.
no más
And
Dr.
I'm like,
Pepper for
I
you.
know, I'll never drink it again.
It was a bad joke. I'm so
No, it's not. It's fine. Yes. Don't drink Dr. Pepper.
No more
sodas.
Dr. Pepper.
What keeps me going is
Besides Maggie the mom, come on.
no. I don't know anything else besides this. This is just in my blood. Even when I was down last week,
Yeah.
I wasn't even down. I was like, bring me my laptop.
Aquí.
And I was like, let me organize some files. And I was able to organize. And I'm so big on organization. Oh my goodness. If you ask my entire team, they're like, Maggie, that's your thing, organization. And it is. And while I was at the hospital, I was organizing. And then when I got home, I was just like, okay, well, let me organize more stuff. Let me organize my closing gifts. And it's just a part of me. It's been my
It's
blood.
just a
There's-
lifestyle that
I
you
don't
have.
know.
Yeah, it's full time.
I
I mean, I know you brought up the future projects, but I know for a fact that you're growing something special within the Roa community. You have your own team, Nova Era,
Nova
that you
Era,
started,
yes.
and when you rebranded, I said, this is you invested heavily in marketing and
Yes.
a lot of back office that. How was that? Because I know at one point you were thinking about going independent, but you found Roa, and that's been exciting.
It has been a blessing. It truly has. And yes, at first we were the Maggie Realty Group, and then Brianna joined it, and another agent joined, and I was like, no, I need to be something where everybody can feel a part of it. It's not so Maggie, and that's where Nova Era came, and it's just been very magical. And now, the ladies that reach out to me, they're like, I want to be a Nova girl. And I was like, well, let's go through the interview process, because I need to make sure that,
Apply.
no, we need to make sure that
You're a good match. Yeah.
we're a good match. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Because
That's
I'm
how I
going to
see
pour
it.
into you, and
It is an investment of time, for sure. I mean, every partner that you brought on, every realtor partner, has been, watching them grow from I'm so sorry because Brianna, Yvette,
Fatima.
Fatima,
Melissa
Vianney. Yeah,
Vianney.
watching Vianney grow into the business. I mean, she's been pushing, and now she
Yes.
We
brought on a
talked
husband.
about it. We saw it ourselves.
And not only
she's gonna be
that-
ready pretty soon.
No, and
We
Brianna too. Brianna right
Brianna,
now, she's, easily a self-made 22-year-old millionaire.
That's
Easily,
Yeah.
Where
Just
she
in her
can buy
mindset.
her Lamborghini or a Venue or whatever she desires, she can have it. Melissa Lopez too, she came in from Keller Williams, 3 years not closing anything. I mean, she
she's doing
joined
awesome.
last year alone, last month alone, it was like 2.5 million. She closed on her $1 million deals.
Was that her
that's
record
good.
month? Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
That's
how do
awesome
you
for her.
feel whenever you see something
Well,
like that? I mean, that's
when I was like, hey, I need you to know it's like 44,000 in commission. Like, look at this. Look at what you did.
yeah.
Look at what you
Yeah,
did for
yeah.
your kids. Now keep it up. Let's do
Yes.
it
Just
next
keep
month
going.
and the next month.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go.
That's the challenge. Yeah.
No, it's not. You just
Well,
have
it's
to.
a good-
mindset.
It's
That's a
We
mindset and
just gotta-
motivation.
And I mean, you're
Motivated,
big
yes,
on
motivated.
you're big on reading.
Yes.
Let me ask you, what would you recommend if you're a new realtor that you're now up and
Oh,
coming? I know you read books, but what would you say is something that stuck with you that says, I need, anybody that's starting in the business? What do you need to-
MREA. The MREA.
Okay, You got to tell me what that
It's through. Well, I started off with Keller Williams.
Keller-
Keller
okay.
Williams, definitely beautiful brokerage, phenomenal for my foundation. And they pushed the MREAs, the millionaire real MREA, millionaire real estate. I don't know what the A stands for.
Okay.
But that book, it just really, it's written by Gary Keller and so many top producers around the country. And it just really shows you the platform, like the playbook's there,
Okay.
you know?
And you plugged in. I mean, that's exciting to hear that you remember the Keller Williams platform because from my understanding, it's one of the great training platforms.
It really
Training
is.
platform.
It truly was. I hold them very dear to my heart. I never can ever speak negatively on their behalf. Not that I would on anybody's behalf, but they were
That's
they,
awesome.
they were
That's
great,
brilliant.
phenomenal. Yes.
That's great.
And now but I knew it was time. Okay, like we need to expand. It's time to grow. We met with Mark Demas with Realty of America, and and then I connected with Trisha Turner, and it just blew up.
Yeah.
And then with NAREP also,
it's a different
I
world.
was
being
going
on
to
the-
ask you, how does the associations, the partnerships? I know you're part of a couple of organizations.
yes.
NARA, what I've talked to
I
a good
love
friend of
NARA.
mine, Danny, and it's helped him, helped him with his business as well. How has it helped you on your business? Because NARA is big,
It's
now
so
North
big.
Houston is not what it used to be.
Well, so I remember when they were considering me to be a part of the board, I was like, yes, I closed so many units. And I remember Zariah and Daisy were like, hey, we don't care how many units you close.
This
Like,
is
what
different.
can you
Bring
do
the
for the
value.
chapter? And I was like, oh,
Right.
okay. And I love that happened because it humbled me. And it really did. And I love that because then I was like, okay, I took a step back and I was like, damn, this isn't about numbers and beating my chest and look what I do. This is more about leadership. It was about
How are
leadership.
you gonna help us?
That's what NAREP has taught me, leadership. And because of NAREP, I've been able to be a great leader with Nova Era.
Amen to that. That's good.
Because that's all it is. It's leadership. How bringing others up,
Pushing it, yeah.
pushing.
And how do you help the next guy up, bring through mentorship, but also through an example and being a servant leader, which I've seen you from what they've asked you to do to now promoting it. And I mean, how long? That's exciting to watch. But I know that NAREP has been big in this past year.
And then I'm taking my top producers to the San Diego conference. I think it's in September. And when I went last year, it was mind blowing. I took my mom, and I mean, you meet so many professionals all across the country, and they're just doing big things. I mean, they're buying buildings and jets, and they're regular people, just like us.
Spending money.
I remember last year it was a big deal last year for sure.
It's been NAREP has been a phenomenal organization that I'm involved with, and then I'm also involved with YPN. And that's also today we had a YPN lunchroom event, and that's also really great. I'm meeting other
YPN.
agents that I would have never had.
Can
the
you
opportunity.
what is YPN, just for those people that are like, what is that?
YPN is a young professional network. It's associated with HAR, and it's a networking opportunity where we all get together and we outreach. We invite other agents, lenders, vendors, a lot of agents, and we just get together. And by connecting with other agents, if you run across a deal, it's just easier,
Okay.
So that how did you get involved with that? Did you get invited, or was it
I think I just
Did you
received
just
an
ask?
email. I received an email, and I was
You
like,
click
oh,
it, you
click.
open it.
And I was like,
Open the link.
and they only
register.
select, I think, 20
Okay, there you
20
go.
people. So it's not a big organ,
Okay.
20 people on the committee, and I was a part of it, and I'm very thankful to be there.
That's awesome. Well,
Yes.
congratulations
That's-
on your
that's
accomplishments.
great.
That's good.
Maggie, I know that we've asked a lot of questions,
I
but
know we're bombarding
you know,
her
I feel like I want to just
5 minutes.
open up like the playbook, and it was like, look, from the CRM, which we get a chance to help work with some of those clients, to the infrastructure, to the mindset. Let me ask you, if you were a brand new realtor coming into the business, because it's gonna
Yeah.
2025.
and you can come back and tell
Hey.
yourself, Maggie, you're starting off. What would be the best advice that you would give yourself? or any new realtor
Oh, I
that's
didn't
coming
even,
on board
yeah,
in
that's a,
2025?
yeah, that's a good one.
2025.
Something that
I know
that
that's
you
a
did not
deep
know
question,
That
then.
but
is a deep question because
Yes.
2025, this market is different,
it is
Oh,
very
yes.
different.
very different.
It's like going up and down, up and down.
The economy is
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
the greatest, you know.
So what?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, no, no. I mean,
I mean, we
It's just a.
they all
It's,
thought that the rates were as soon as the year started, oh, it's gonna be great. The rates are gonna drop. But,
no,
well,
it's
you could see all
71% of agents have not sold a home this
Yeah.
year. So for a new
It's
agent that's
mind-blowing.
coming in,
That is
it
hard
just
to hear.
well, this is how I tell my team. I'm like, how bad do you want it? Like, what do you want? Do you want to
That's
close
it,
a
yeah.
deal, one deal a month? Great, yeah, you can have good quality life. Do you want to close 25 deals? Then get ready. Like, get ready to sacrifice a lot. Get ready to really like pour your soul into this because that's what it is. You know, I think
You said it right. Sacrifice.
it's sacrifice. That's
get
what
ready
it
to
is.
learn, and just
Yeah.
try.
And but be present on social media, but not just be present on social media, because then you're present on social media and you have a good social media presence, and then someone reaches out to you and you're just like,
Busy recording.
¿qué hago? Or no, not busy recording, but they don't even know how to convert. They don't know how to guide. They don't know how to educate. So you need to be, and that's why with all of my new
I love
agents,
that. So let me slow down, but because I feel like there's a lot of value because right now, there's a lot.
everybody's an influencer.
Break it down a
Everybody
little
is
bit.
trying to,
Be an
bring value in the form of marketing. The new marketing is social media. The new where are you getting looked at? Where are you getting searched? Probably through a media platform. So what I would say is to slow that down. It's not just about bringing in, getting the attention. It's about knowing how to convert that and
Yes.
coming because a lot of the content, a lot of the referrals are coming from social media. What would you say is the process? What do you do to be able to convert those deals?
Well, I have my systems in place and I have my people in place. So
Do
if
you?
I get a lead, for
Yeah.
example, the lead that I just had right now,
Mhm.
easy. So we call them.
Yes.
You know, a lot of times I will call them and I'll let them know, hey, Anna, Leslie, so and so is gonna give you a call and walk you through the process. Okay, but I'll do the introduction call, like, oh, soy Maggie, I'm super excited, yes. And then I'll hand it over to my staff.
Good.
And then from there, they will schedule the appointment. They will schedule the appointment, and if they notice that the client can fill out the application through the text message or online, then they'll send it over. But majority of the time, we do like to bring them into the
That's
office.
good.
But whenever we bring them into the office, we're also like, okay, you're coming in, bring this list of documents.
Good.
And we also let them know if you're missing document 1 and 2, don't worry, bring 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
And
Mañana.
mañana we'll meet them up or whatever. They can come back to the office and drop off document 1 and 2. But we'd like to bring them in.
But you're very
fill it out.
hands-on, and I want you to hear that, guys, because sometimes that's what it takes to get the deal done. Don't think that some deals are just falling on your lap. No, there's resolutions. There's way that you have to make time. If a client can't get to them, I've heard Maggie say, "Hey, we're gonna meet with the client. We're gonna drive to their home. Maybe not her, but one of the team members is gonna meet with the client." Sometimes they have questions about credit. I know credit is a big deal right now because unfortunately, saturation. The economy says that credit card debt is at sky highs. Interest rates haven't lowered. What are we doing to take those steps? Well, number one is eliminating that barrier. Right now, I feel like eliminating the mindset that I can't get a house because my credit is beat up. No, well, so is a lot of people, but I can tell you, we've helped a lot. Maggie's team and Laura has helped a lot of clients close with less than perfect credit, and that's okay. What I would say is don't be afraid to reach out, but also know that if you're a realtor, think outside the box.
Oh, you have to
Think outside the box. What do
to.
we need to take? And I could tell you because having the Q&As, the on-site visits that we were planning on doing anyways, with Laura and supporting Maggie, I will tell you is get in a real close um, partnership with the lender
You have
that
to.
knows how to read credit, knows how to analyze, and pretty soon give game plans because I know that's in the works. We've talked about it. We're gonna be doing it some, very similar to that. But where I'm going is know that if you're a realtor, you're gonna have to ask those questions to get those deals done because they're not gonna fall on your lap. You're gonna need to put some work, some elbow grease into it,
Yes.
and get them done. But I would say, and I hear them is like, what do we need to do to get to the table?
It
And
should-
that's
Yes.
what are we gonna do?
What is it?
And-
Tell me.
Yeah.
And and one thing that I always notice from the Maggie team is like they provide from the very beginning the great service. That little chain. Like send it to here, send it there. But every time, that client knows what is gonna be the next step, and that as the lender also help us a lot because it's like they already input the information into the client's mind.
Mhm.
So now when I come in, they're like, oh, ya me dijeron que trajera. Ay, perfecto. Venga para acá.
Dame
That
un
really,
abrazo.
and that really helps a lot, like when the realtor so much hands on because it was down that they learn to like what it takes to make this deal going and going fast,
Yeah.
especially today's market, especially this year, 2025. I think we have adjust our business how many times? Probably if I say 5,
You have to
you
pivot.
know, we have to.
You
We have
reinvent,
to.
yeah.
Like, it's a new wave. Come on, let's regroup, let's redo, let's do and execute. And partnered up with a team like Maggie, they do the same thing. It's hand in hand what we do because at the end of the day, that result still has to be the same. It does not matter how the market's doing. The client is to close.
Yeah, I
Yes.
mean, what I would tell you is that in this economy, and thankfully,
Yes.
us as a team, as a lender, we've been consistently busy. Why? Because of realtors like Maggie
Yeah.
that ask us, what do we need to do to get this client converted?
Yes.
And in us, making sure that we do our homework, on what technology is out there, what systems help us help bring value to our realtor
Mhm.
partners, and then yes, the follow up, the communication, that cohesion that I would tell you, I love hearing you too because you guys get yourselves. Y'all's energy are like right
like,
there.
did you send a recap? Oh, me and my recaps.
Yeah.
Everybody hates
I
it.
like,
The
ahí
energy level
estabas.
is right
oíste
there.
todo.
But find you if you're a loan officer, find you a realtor like Maggie. If you're a Maggie, find you a loan officer like
Like
Laura.
Laura.
No, I'm like recaps. Mom, send the recap.
Yeah. But there is accountability, though.
No,
Don't
definitely.
get me wrong. The hammer is there.
It's work.
Know
it's
that
work.
things have to get done, and results are expected. So I would say that I've heard you ladies a lot. Hey, the results. It doesn't matter adversity. Get it done.
It has to get done.
It
Doesn't
gets
matter.
So
That's it.
that's probably the
Get
next
it
thing
done.
that's up. Accountability. But I know we've talked a lot, guys. Hopefully, you guys enjoy this. Very, very impromptu. We wanted to bring you something that comes straight from the heart.
Straight from the heart.
Yes.
Someone
know,
is
with the questions that
dominating
we've
market
asked.
right now. So
One less organ, but straight from the heart. Oh my gosh.
No, I'm very thankful you're
Yeah,
here.
I'm fine, yes.
I wanted you to be my first invite, because going back to again, we grow this relationship. It's not just business. I've been to this woman's house. I've been with her family.
Broken
On
bread.
golf
yeah.
cart
Sure.
ride.
Yes, around it was amazing. I had a good time. But we build up this relationship, this friendship and stuff.
And
I
we
am
don't party,
thankful.
and you know what I mean.
No.
Like, no, we're not. I'm none of my
No lo
family.
hicimos nada
No,
malo.
like we're not heavy drinkers. We don't party.
No.
Like my whole
No,
business
it
is
was-
really grounded on business, 100%. And I think that's why we mesh so well with you because you're also very.
I'm
business
dedicated.
stri-
I'm
yes.
dedicated to
Business
this
You
business,
know,
to the
so-
business.
When I have
To the
vendors, they're like,
family.
"Oh, let me take you out for drinks." I'm like, "Dude, that is not the way to get
And
to
I'm
me."
like,
Yeah.
no, the people ask me, why don't you take Maggie to lunch? She doesn't eat. It's
No,
okay.
I was
no.
like, "Don't take
I
me to
gotta
lunch.
do-
Bring it to my office."
Yeah, I know. We talk business, and it's like it's get the work done.
Done.
Get the
That's it.
results.
I already know.
I'm like,
Yeah.
don't give me lunch. Don't invite me out for lunch. Don't take me out for drinks. I don't want to go have coffee.
Maggie,
let me know how
let
you're
me
gonna close the
ask
next
you,
deal.
if somebody were to want to reach out to you as a realtor that needs guidance, that'd like to, reach out to you
Yes.
for mentorship,
Yes.
what's the best way that they can reach out to you?
Many ways. One, through email, Maggie the daughter
Okay.
at nova-era.com. Text me. My phone number's all over Facebook and
Yeah.
Instagram. Message me on my Instagram. Message me on Facebook. Reach out to Maggie the mom. Reach out to Jose. Reach out to Leslie. Reach out to Laura. Anyone.
Perfect.
They'll communicate the information.
Good, good.
And then what I like to do is whenever we're doing our onboarding, I do like to get 4 agents at a time.
Good, good.
So then we screen them and we let them, we're very transparent. We're like, hey, okay,
This is the process.
this is the process.
Mhm.
And then we categorize them. Okay, these are, these 2 are going to be at the same rhythm.
Mhm.
They're going to go a little bit faster. So we'll do different training with them. And these 2 are going to get there, but they're going to be a little slower. So we're going to start here with them.
Good,
Wow,
good.
that's so cool.
So I don't like doing,
Just one-on-one, so it's more of a
It's
team
more
setting,
of a-
and you
yes.
have to know it. Like all businesses, it's a numbers game. But what I would tell you is come with the mindset, because Maggie brings a wealth of knowledge and experience. But I'm almost certain that she expects you to bring your A game, to know what you're going
Yeah.
after, because you're probably going to get asked, "What are your goals?"
yes,
Mhm.
like Bianca, she joined our team last week and she's been in with KW for 2 years, didn't close hardly anything. And boom, the next day after that one aggressive training, under contract. Jackie
Yeah,
also
there you
came
go.
from another team, I think with KW. And right now, today, she's going to get under contract on a
That's good.
Mira.
Nice.
$350,000 home.
Yeah. So
That's so cool.
I'm
the
like, just
results
say
are
this,
there.
say
Yeah.
this, say this. And I tell everybody, have fun with it. Like, have fun with it.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, enjoy it.
It's it's easier, once you feel the energy, you understand that she really means it.
Yeah,
And
enjoy
embrace
it. I was
the-
like, dude, just
embrace
do
the,
it.
the
Don't stress
struggle.
it.
Don't stress. Let's just go.
Yeah, well, there you go. So those are awesome words, Maggie. And like I said, I love talking with you guys and picking your brains. Like I said, and then on our part, on with the show and outside, I wanted to officially, this is our official first podcast
Oh,
that
is
I
it
would
really?
say
Yes.
is
Where they went
the
by
more
someone.
formal
Should I start
and
singing?
expect
Yes, please.
more composure, better scenery. You'll see more good things from us and better content in the future as well. But Maggie, I can't thank you enough for making time.
No,
No.
I'm
We really
happy to be
appreciate
here.
you. We support
wants to
your
sing.
business.
No, I'm
No,
just
I
kidding.
And then one more thing that I want to add is
Mhm.
the agents that do join Nova Era, I don't hand them leads. Everything's generated through their own SOI, and that's what I think I'm really
you go.
strong at, teaching and coaching how to reach into your own bucket.
There you go.
I love that.
There you go.
Okay.
And it's so easy. You just have to love on your database, on your people, your community, your friends, your family.
And you said something from the very beginning, like tell people what you are or what you do right now.
Yes.
Don't be
You
a
know,
shadow.
yeah.
Don't be a ghost
Don't be a
agent or a
ghost.
ghost lender or a ghost title,
Yeah.
It's easier said than done, but I've learned firsthand that you really got to put yourself out there.
Hola, soy un loan officer. Así.
Algo así. Us, I want to officially introduce you guys. You've probably seen us on the videos, but let me introduce you guys again to our great co-hosts that make this fun for me in particular. I enjoy it. I get a little nervous sometimes, but I'll introduce our first co-host.
Laura Guerra, aquí con Texas Choice.
And Laura, there you go.
Man.
Fabian.
Fabian Hernandez, one of the senior loan officers. Well, I keep them sometimes, the funny videos here and there, we just don't do funny. We try to make everyone laugh. It's not just about work.
Yeah.
Yes.
You gotta just enjoy it.
Yes.
Make them want to, trust you.
I'll tell you, our business, the lending business is not sexy. We don't get the glitz and glamour. It's not. But now what I've came to the conclusion is, the lending side might be a little ugly, but at least we're going to make you laugh
I
and
love
enjoy
it.
the whole process. And now communicate.
Yes.
I feel like you're going to probably get a text message, email, everything from us in the near future. So just expect, a lot of information from us. And then myself, Jesus Hernandez with Texas Choice. And guys, we're super excited to be here. We're going to continue doing these videos. Hopefully, you guys enjoy them. Share, like, and in the future, subscribe on YouTube as well. But thank you guys. This is it for today's episode.
Not in the future. Now.
No.
Subscribe
Now,
now.
subscribe
Yeah.
now.
Now.
There
Una
you
vez
go.
más, gracias
Don't
a
wait
Maggie.
more.
Gracias a Maggie
No,
por
go
estar
see the
aquí.
videos. Go see Texas Choice.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to make it happen. And
You know, if
bring
you
back
we are on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, right?
TikTok.
TikTok.
And you
I
know,
like TikTok también. Ay.
Yes.
alrighty.
Another one.
But you guys have a great evening. Thank you so much for joining us. If you stay tuned all this way, we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Gracias,
Bye.
Maggie. Bye.